If you could come to the podium. Amandla.
Amandla. Awethu. Hoya rona. Hoya rona. Hoya rona. Hoya rona. Hoya rona. Hoya rona. Lesama gwala cheche. Acheche le mora hora homa. Riri lesama gwala cheche. Acheche le mora hora homa. Irregele boge ba tsamaisa tiro ke be ke dumedise le lelapa lo Maphatsoe le malapa otlhe a milweng ke go hulara ga Commander Kebby boeteledipele ba kereke ya rona St. John, the National Chairperson of the African National Congress, Ntate Gwedemantashe, and the collective of NEC members who are here, the ANC Women's League, the ANC Youth League NYTT, the SACP Sanko Kosatu, commanders and commissars of MKMVA under the leadership of Comrade Taylor, the Veterans League, Kidumedisele members of the parliament and the legislatures who are here under your leadership, Comrade Kebby Maphatsoe, our executive mayors who are here, Comrade Matongo and Comrade Mzwandile. Bagaetsho selo sa ntlha se ke nagana gore se botlhokwa gore se dire ke go leboga lelapa lo Maphatsoe gore ga KB ya tsena dipolotiking, you never distance yourself from him as a family member. You supported him, you gave him the courage, and when he came back, you continue to do the same. So re lebogela seo e kete malapa mantsi a ka ithuta go tswa mo go lona. Re lebogele St. John kereke e leng gore you never disowned Comrade Kebby Maphatsoe. Hala tshwana le ba bang ba di bishop and archbishops tsa mo South Africa mo ba ileng gore they have a tendency to condemn and judge some people. So re kopela re lebogela St. John and remain steadfast and principled on your stance. Bagaetsho ke buile le Ntate Maphatsoe beke fitileng ka weekend, and I'm just going to read here se ke tsang gore were the last commands tsa the Commander Kebby Maphatsoe, and I hope we can understand and internalize these commands. Command number 1, Kebby Maphatsoe relay last week, we must do everything possible to ensure that we concretize the unity process within MKMVA as led by the African National Congress. He said whilst he disagrees with the manner in which the disbandment was done, as a leader he must provide leadership and make sure that that unity takes place. He asked some of us, in particular he said, Comrade Supra, I want to, in particular, to go and speak to Comrade Leon Mkhabela, because he's one of the angry comrades who don't necessarily agree and support the process. So we will talk, Comrade Leon. Command number 2. He said the ANC, as a caring organization, must improve on how it communicates with its deployees, as and when a decision is taken to deploy and redeploy comrades. I'm saying this, comrades, because Comrade Kebby is not where he was opposed to his redeployment last week, Thursday. But Comrade Kebby was saying, the ANC is a caring organization. The ANC must be exemplary to society. Therefore, if the ANC could have just called us and say, comrades, you are now going to be shifted from here to here, and the ANC doesn't have to give reasons. That is what Comrade KB said. Command number 3. He said that it's quite clear that there are some of the leaders and the members of the ANC who have been branded and been brandished as corrupt without undergoing the necessary processes first, so that people must be seen as innocent until they are proven guilty by the processes of the law. So Comrade KB said we need to deal with this problem, because normally it starts in the media and then it's populated in the public, and in the eyes of the public you are now paraded as this person who is corrupt and who must be shunned by society. One of the things that made him angry was this thing, because there are some of our comrades who continue to project KB as a corrupt person. And no case was opened against Comrade KB. He never went through court processes. He was never found guilty by any court, but there are individuals who had made it their task to say Comrade KB is corrupt. This matter remains unresolved. Yahuri is a corrupt person. Command number 4. Comrade Nati, Comrade KB said, we must make sure that every cadre who went into exile, the story of those cadres must be recorded, each one of them. And he said that the families said about to get into exile, those families, their stories must also be recorded, because you can't separate the story of the escape of a cadre of Umkhonto weSizwe from the families that in that cadre to be able to go into exile. So he was saying, at all the border posts of South Africa, where comrades had to pass there who are into exile, let's make sure that monuments of remembrance are there, so that who are these cadres, what were their backgrounds, their families, and so on. And I hope that this thing will be done. The 5th thing, the 5th command, Urile, he is heard. Under democracy, you can have people being jailed, being incarcerated without a trial. Under democracy. And the example he made, President Zuma, to say it shouldn't be because he's President Zuma. No. As a democracy, we shouldn't have a situation where the courts are going to arrive at a decision to put you in jail without a trial. Those things only happen under apartheid, and they can't happen under a democratic dispensation. So it shouldn't just be about President Zuma. Every citizen of this country, as KB was saying, should not face what President Zuma is facing now. Command number 6. He said the unity challenges of the ANC can only be resolved by the last line of defense of the revolution. And he said that last line of defense of the revolution other branches of the African National Congress. Commander Maseve, he said the radical posture of the ANC, because the ANC is a radical, disciplined force of the left. That radical posture must happen within the structures of the ANC and not outside the structures of the ANC. The last command, command number 8, he said, even if the COVID situation is making it difficult, we must make sure as the ANC that we continue to intensify our relationship with the churches, like St. John and many, many other churches. I hope that the commands of the commander will be adhered to. Amandla, awetu, Mata, Kiaruna, ITNC, ITA.